Hey guys, just woke up from fucking sleep and I'm a little tired right now, but I checked my phone because I have an addiction to it, and I saw that it's currently rumored that for UFC 314, which I think takes place in Miami, I think so, it's going to be headlined by Ilia Topuria versus Volkanovski, the rematch. Now, some people are upset about that because they don't want to see Volkanovski lose again, which I'm not saying that's a bad reason, but I also think they're also like the same people that would make it seem like Topuria was ducking Volkanovski, which is stupid, but believe it or not, that's what people were doing. So there's not really a situation where Topuria can win in this, but I think the fight kind of had to get made at some point if you didn't think the fight was going to happen. I don't know what to tell you. I know some people, like I saw MMA Guru, I forgot who the other YouTubers were, but I know MMA Guru was like wanting him to see him get one more win before he gets a title shot, and then I saw like Lucas Tracy's wanting him to, and I get what he's trying to say. He's like, oh, preserve your legacy, do this, do that, but that's also like taking the easiest matchups to almost not necessarily pad your record, because now he's fighting cans who are like unranked, but being so safe with your legacy that it almost, to me at least, I don't know how I could view someone as like a GOAT if they do that. And also, like, I'm not even like the biggest like Volkanovski fan. Like, I just haven't ever really been. Like, I think he's a fun guy, and his title reign is one of the greatest ever, but like, does that sound like something he would do? Why the fuck would, like, and this is kind of the difference I see between MMA fans and fighters, and I'm not a fighter, I'm just an MMA fan, but I kind of understand what the whole thing is like. Do you really think that they'd be okay with only fighting these like safe fights, never like trying to test themselves? I mean, I know he's tested himself, he's done all this stuff, but I mean like in this latter stage. I think if he loses to Poirier, he might retire, but I also could see him fighting, sticking around, and I would hope that he doesn't stick around as long as Tony Ferguson did, because that would suck to see. But I just don't know. But I'm picking Topuria to win. I think if you're picking Volkanovski, it's really stupid, just not a smart pick. I think Topuria is faster, hits far harder than anyone Volkanovski's fought. His boxing, I think, is a lot better than Volkanovski. I think Volkanovski's better kickboxer, but pure boxing, I think offensive jiu-jitsu, I'd probably give it to Topuria. For just talking like wrestling and that, I'm giving it to Volkanovski. Experience, obviously Volkanovski, but Volkanovski's also older, has been KO'd, never really had a great chin to begin his career with. Has been dropped before by like Max Holloway, so it's not like you can say that he's ever really had an amazing chin. He's just been very good at being defensive. But Topuria is a lot better at striking than just like pure striking than a lot of guys Volkanovski's fought, other than Max Holloway and Yair Rodriguez. But thing is, Yair is kind of fucking stupid, for being honest, but I'm going to go Topuria. He can honestly get it done in the first round, but I think a safer pick is either end of first round or like middle of the second round, because I feel like Topuria will still like respect Volkanovski. The thing is, because he respected Volkanovski in the first fight, was a bit more patient, reserved in the first round, kind of needed to get stuff set up, because Volkanovski is a very tricky opponent no matter the case, just a very great fighter. But now that he's kind of older, I could see Topuria not respecting him as a fighter as much and just kind of charging in and maybe running through him, honestly. I could see that, but I could also see him playing it smart, because he's not a safe fighter, but he also wants to retire at like 30 or whatever he said and stay undefeated, be the GOAT. So I don't think he's going to do any of these dumb moves that would be like, charging forward, chin down, begging basically to get KO'd or just to get taken down or something like that. You get what I mean. So I think a second round TKO is probably going to happen. If that happens, I'm trying to think what else to do with the featherweight division, because I don't know if we want to have Diego Lopez not fighting for a bit. And honestly, I know Diego Lopez is higher in the ranking. I know he's a far more exciting fighter. I could see Topuria fighting Evloev over him simply because Evloev is undefeated, and has a win over Diego Lopez. But if you want to have the best matchup for... Sorry. If you want to have the best matchup for Topuria, Diego... God, I don't know what's up with me. Diego Lopez versus Movsar Evloev, too. Both get their full training camp. Maybe make it 5 rounds if you want to. Really, really get a clear contender. And then if that's who Topuria beats a winner, let's say Evloev wins that, then it's an undefeated versus undefeated fighter. Just one of them gets finishes and the other doesn't. But if he wins that, if Diego Lopez wins, equally great. He's avenged the only loss he's had in the UFC, which his only loss was on a short notice. Exciting finisher, exciting fighter, even when it goes to decision. Crazy consistency of fights, has fought on short notice, fought under bad circumstances. Great fighter, fun fighter, fans will love it. 2 high-level finishers going at it would be great. And if he wins that, he can go up to lightweight. I think he's earned it. I don't think he needs to defend his title 4 times. I think 3 is fine. Once against Max Holloway, once against Topuria, against Volkanovski, and once against the winner between those two, because logically there's not really anybody else I could really say. Like, Lerone Murphy isn't close to a title shot yet. I know he's undefeated, but he's not there yet. His best win is Edson Barboza and Dan Ige. And other than that, Arnold Allen's only on a 1-fight win streak. Calvin Kattar isn't even close. Aljamain Sterling's coming off a loss. So I think moving up to lightweight. Plus, I don't see him trying to match title defenses with Volkanovski, with Jose Aldo. He could get close to tying the third most, so that's already good. Going up to lightweight, if he wins that, then he's one of the greatest of all time. He already has 2 of the best back-to-back wins you can have, so thinks that Volkanovski-wise, maybe retire, but also get to see him sticking around. I just hope it wouldn't be the same amount of time as the fucking Tony Ferguson stick around. He's still fucking fighting, just now in the fucking GFL, which is crazy, but that's really it. I might talk about the co-main event. These are also rumored fights right now, but it seems to be like it's going to be the case. But rumor for co-main event is Pantoja versus Kai Kara-France 2, which I kind of saw it happening. I know Kai Kara-France coming off 1 win, but he technically should be on a 2-fight win streak because he beat Amir Albazi. It's just a robbery, but he beat the guy that arguably beat Pantoja and Steve Erceg, in the first round and clearly by KO. So I'd see it's a rematch. It's like another one, but it's a guy that Pantoja hasn't fought recently, and it's more fresh than these other matchups. So I'd rather that than a fucking Brandon Royval trilogy. Like, that's just the issue with the flyweight division. But let me know if you guys want me to talk about that. But that's really it from me. Bye.